Hello, friends and patrons. Thanks for joining me, Baby Firefly, the taxidermy witch. We're just going to do a little bit of reading. And like I said, I'm going to get many more videos out there for the patrons because I need to grow the Patreon. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me, you guys. There's a lot of good stuff on the way. We're going to read from Scott Cunningham's Incense, Oils, and Brews, which we've read from many times on this channel. My apologies if my no makeup is scaring anyone. I pluck my eyebrows away so I can draw them in whatever color I like, and it does tend to freak people out. Boo! Okay, so one thing I wanted to read was on page 23 of this book in chapter 4, Ingredients. It starts talking about obtaining your herbs and the 3 ways that you can obtain your herbs, which are collection, what I call foraging, growing them yourself, and then purchasing them at the store. And I want to talk about my methods, in comparison to this. So I'll stand back a little bit. Obtaining your herbs. There are 3 main methods, the ones that I just said. So when we talk about collection or foraging, walking in the woods, striding through the deserts, climbing mountains, or strolling along beaches are refreshing activities in and of themselves. Then we combine them with the quest for magical herbs. They are now exciting adventures, yes. Here are some basic ideas to follow when you're foraging or you're collecting. Collect only what you need. Do you really need 5 paper sacks of mugwort? Unless you're selling it throughout the whole year? No, you don't. Pick what you need. If it's something that's seasonal, pick what you'll need for that year, but don't overpick. And then there's some other things that are important as well. Attune with the plant before collecting from it, which I do with all of the herbs, even if I purchase them. And we'll hopefully talk about that as well. So you can do things to attune with herbs, like leaving nature offerings. You can sing to them, chanting a simple rhyme. You could collect garbage in the area. And if you have nothing else with you, put a coin or a dollar bill beneath the plant before harvesting. I've never put in a dollar down, but I've put in coins. Haven't you cottoned on yet? Oh boy, my English. Never collect more than 25% of the plant's growth. This will be different if you are collecting roots. If you collect roots, you're supposed to harvest the whole plant. If you're collecting, there we go. Don't collect after a heavy rain or dew. The only reason is because they might mold when drying. And then Scott Cunningham gives some amazing ideas for drying without a dehydrator. He also says, choose your collection site carefully. Never collect plants near highways, roads, stagnant or polluted waters, near factories or military installations. And I'm just going to add in like power plants, right? And just to say that it's the toxic emissions that happen in those areas. To dry herbs you've harvested, strip off the leaves or flowers and lay on a ceramic, wooden, or steel rack in a warm, dry place out of direct sunlight, or place them in baskets and shake the herbs daily until dry. Never heard that method, really like it. Store in airtight labeled jars afterwards. This is important because when you're processing your herb, whether you're putting it in the dehydrator, the blender, or both like this, it comes out of powder. But once it's in the air, and I'm not even in a humid area, but if you were in a humid area, the water starts to go in the plant immediately. So if you're in a humid area and you're dehydrating your stuff, get it in a jar right after. Airtight jar. Very, very, very important. Because it takes so much time and energy and you're taking from the plant. So don't you want to, make it last. So the next section is about growing your herbs. Grow your own herbs in an intriguing art. Herbs can be difficult to successfully grow, but when they do, you're rewarded with a plentiful supply of flowers, leaves, seeds, barks, and roots. Also, the first time you grow something, you are so fucking proud of yourself. Like, there's this, like, level of self-respect that happens, and it's really important that we know how to grow food and that we teach our children how to grow food, because guess what? It's going to revert back to old times at some point, I promise you. And I don't think it's more than 5 years away. Not to freak anyone out, but you know, we need to have our survival skills down. Magically guard your herbs when growing them by placing small quartz crystals in the soil. To ensure that they flourish, wear jade when you're watering and tending them. Put a piece of moss agate in the earth. When the plant has matured or it's large enough, begin harvesting by using the magic system mentioned above. Thank the plant and the earth for its treasures. Purchasing. Now this is where it gets tricky, okay? So the first two methods we talked about, I'll still do moon work with those herbs, especially after I've dehydrated them and they've been in that plastic dehydrator. And then I put them in my glass jars in the moonlight. Moving down below here has been really cool because these are my new herbs I've just jarred up. They're like recent foragings, recent dryings, yeah? And I have this beautiful 2 windows right here where the moonlight can come down and bless them. So that's been something I've been quite excited about. But when you're purchasing an herb, it's been in plastic, it's been in the shop. A lot of eyes have been on it. A lot of hands have touched it. There's a lot of energy there. So when you're buying something at a shop, like these tea bags, you know, that you could use for parchment paper, think of all the hands and energies that touched that. The people that made it in the factory, how long ever it was in the shop, you know, stuff like that. So really take it home, put these herbs in your hands, talk to them and attune with them, sing to them, whatever. But you're going to change those energies from being something where that evil eye may have been lurking a little bit on it and you just want to get it ready for your magic. I take high pride in this, and everything that you purchase from my Etsy shop or that I make for you as a gift or that you see me use on my channel has been highly attuned with, you know. Okay, so purchasing. Many of the ingredients in herb magic come from far-flung parts of the globe. While I'd like to grow sandalwood tree in my front porch, it's just not possible. So many herbs have to be purchased. This doesn't lessen them in any way. In fact, the herb trade ensures that the plant materials which would otherwise be unavailable can be obtained to use magic. Mail order herb and essential oil suppliers are in this book. They have an appendix for that. Send away for their catalogs and you'll be able to purchase them. Then again, more larger cities are going to have apothecary shops, health food stores, etc. Check your phone book. Again, this is old, so jujule it. Now, this is important when talking about essential oils, okay, you guys? These little things. Now, I have 2 examples to show you. I'm going to read this little bit of the chapter and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Take care when buying essential oils. Okay? If the salesperson says, yes, it's real jasmine oil, and it carries a $3 price tag, then it's real synthetic jasmine oil. Basically, there's no way that you could sell it for that cheap. So, when you're buying your essential oils, number 1, a lot of time they put essential oil on almost anything now just because there's a little bit of essential oil in there. You can look for something that says 100% essential oil. This is a good one. This is a nice non-organic, but from a good company, frankincense. I like Star West Botanicals quite a lot, and you can order away for that. I'm actually going to be adding a little frankincense into the herbal paper just to make it really, really potent. But basically, if this was like under $5, you could know that it's probably a synthetic oil. And just buy from, I like that brand NOW, that brand Now. I really don't think that those are pure essential oils. Again, this big jar of neroli was $12. This is a blend. This is neroli essential oil blended with the sweet almond oil. And it's still really potent and it smells really good. God, these smell so good. Wow. You know, just carry these little jars in your pocket and smell them when you need to for medicinal reasons. That's what I like to do. So just remember, essential oils are expensive. And if they're not expensive, they're probably not real. A good yardstick for prices. Most true essential oils sell for, and this book is old, for between $10 and $40 for a 1/3 ounce, which this is a 1/3 ounce. But things like Rose Absolute, it would be $80 for this, for rose essential oil. So anyway, I just wanted to read a little bit from this book, and tell you that, like, when you're getting your herbs from the store or online, or, you know, there's been a lot of eyes, a lot of hands, they've been sold for money, there's just a lot of energy attached to that. And when you're buying herbs from me, or you're doing it yourself in these ways, you're really making it more magical. You're putting more intention into it. It's almost like you're programming it, you're charging it. So, I can't wait to make you these incense videos today. We're going to be doing cones, and we're going to be doing loose. Loose on a coal disc, and then cones. And then we'll have to dry the cones, and then test them out in a different video. So, excited to see you guys. I'm making videos today. That's my deal. It's love and lightning out there. Guys, that's not love and light. It's love and lightning. Everyone's all, oh, love and light, back to me after I say love and lightning. No, I love you guys so much. See you soon.